Yeah, hi Srinivas.
Yeah, hi Madhu. Good evening.
Good evening. So, who will be taking the session today?
Yeah, I am
Is
the
it
one.
Vedanta or Amulya? Is it?
Amulya. Yes, yes, I am the one. Amulya.
Okay, okay. Because last couple of weeks, the other person was doing the
Yes, yes,
demo.
yes, yes. Yeah, 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 yeah. Got to know that there is like some personal issue. So
Mhm.
I'm the one who will be taking care of the Neoload sessions for this
Okay.
batch. Yeah. Good evening, Madhu.
So, yeah, good
Let's
evening.
wait for 2 to 5 minutes. I see like most of the people are trying to join the link, but I don't see any.
Mm, yeah. So, going for the time would be the same, Amulya, the 7:30 weekends batch.
Yeah, Madhu. I think I lost you. Able to hear me properly now?
Yeah, yeah, now I can hear you. What I'm asking,
Yeah,
going
yeah.
for the
Mm-hmm.
batch, the timing, the classes would be the same weekend,
Yes, yes.
7:30 to
It will be
8:30.
the weekend. Yes, yes. No, no. Actually, like today and tomorrow we'll be having sort of demo. So it's like around 7:30 to 8:30, and then from next week, from the main sessions, we'll be having like 2 hours per session. It will be
On
like
the week,
7:30 to 9:30. Yes.
on the weekend.
Mm-hmm. Fine. 7:30 to 8:30. Sorry, 7:30 to 9:30 Saturday and Sunday.
Oh, okay.
If it is weekend matches, then most probably we'll be having two sessions styling, like which is of 2 hours. So anyhow, like we'll
Yeah.
be having a break of 10 minutes in the mid, 5 to 10 minutes, and then we'll continue the rest.
Okay.
Hi, hi Safina. Hi Shitosh. Good evening.
Hey, hi, good evening.
But from the other group, I'm still seeing the pings where people are trying to join. We'll wait for 2 to 3 minutes and then we'll quickly start the session. Okay?
Sure.
Yeah, I'll just be on mute. Yeah, good evening, everyone. May I know who is sharing the screen? I'm not sure.
I think someone accidentally sharing it.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. So, okay, let me start screen sharing. Yeah, I think we are. I'm good to start. Let me just check the WhatsApp. Yeah, I think there is some more things. Yeah. Good evening, everyone. I hope you guys are able to hear me properly. Could you please respond?
Yes,
Yes, you.
yes, yes.
Yeah, yeah, fine. Thank you. So myself, Amulya, I'm having like around 10 years of experience. So I started my career with the performance testing itself. So like I'll also do training for the performance testing using LoadRunner, Jmeter, and also Neoload. Okay. So welcome to Isha Training Solutions. So today we are going to start our sessions with Neoload. So first we'll start what is exactly performance testing, and then we'll move to what is Neoload and how we are going to do end-to-end activities using Neoload tool. And before we start, may I know like how many of you were aware of what is performance testing? I just need to know whether you guys are new to performance testing technology or not. Yes,
No,
Adarsh.
we are actually aware of performance testing, so just we are new to Neoload.
Okay, okay, fine. And how about Madhusudan?
We haven't worked on any performance tool so far.
Uh, okay,
Yeah,
no problem.
so it's completely new to me. Yeah.
Okay, fine. How about Safina? I think someone pinged.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
Safina is new to performance. Mm-hmm.
yes, I have testing experience, but performance related, I don't have any.
Okay,
So
sure.
just beginning. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. How about Ashutosh? Are you new to performance
Yeah, I
or
have that.
you are learning? Yeah.
Yeah, I have 1 year of experience in performance testing using the Jmeter tools, but new to the Neoload tool.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
And how about Vishnu?
Hi, currently I am working in Jmeter project, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, Neoload is new for me.
Okay, so I believe you have exposure towards the performance testing activities.
Yes, yes.
Okay, fine, not a problem. Okay, and Samir Arora, how about you? Okay, and also I see someone joined with the name DV Dev. So may I know your exposure towards performance testing?
Hi, hello all. Am I audible?
Yes, 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 you are.
Okay. So yeah, I'm expert in the performance automation, more than 15 years of experience. I'm here to explore the Neoload tool using the AI integration and the agent-based integration, how the capability in the scripting, minimize the effort of scripting, because industry
Mm-hmm.
standard having the 70% of scripting time spent being development spent on 70% scripting side. So I wanted to explore that options, how we can minimize using the base of any agentic process of AI integrating with the Neoload, or whether we
Mm-hmm.
have the capability in built tool. So I'm just exploring that options, whether the course content maybe it's getting
Yeah,
covered by
I'm also gonna
course or
to
not.
help you that. Yeah, yeah. As
Okay.
of now, we are not gonna to like go with the topics with AI integration. Apart from that, we are gonna to check each and every option in Neoload. So far, we are not yet started with AI integration with Neoload. Anyhow, I'm
Okay.
also going to show you the content and what are all the topics we are going to cover in our sessions. Okay.
Sure. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. And how about Samir Arora? Okay, fine, not a problem. And also, I see someone who joined with the name AT. So, if possible, could you please help me with your exposure towards performance testing? If you're speaking on mute, try to unmute and okay. Okay, fine. And how about Marcus Parker? Good evening. Okay, fine. No matter, let it be. Okay. So, like today we are going to check exactly what is performance testing and why we need it, when we are going to start it, and how we are going to achieve the performance testing. Okay, fine. Not a problem. Okay. And then tomorrow I'm going to help you with the basic like end-to-end activities in performance testing and also with the Neoload, how we can able to start quick start the things using Neoload. Okay. So now can anyone help me? What is performance testing in your opinion? Performance testing.
It comes under the non-functional testing.
Exactly. Okay, by seeing the word something called performance, like what exactly that is coming to your mind?
Actually, we need to check the behavior of the application and check the scalability as well for this web application or any application.
Yes, exactly. So in a simple word, here what we are going to do is like it is nothing but testing the application behavior, app behavior with peak load. Okay, so and also what exactly it is going to test is like it is going to test how speed our application is behaving. Okay, how much our application is stable and how much it is going to be scalable. Okay, so when someone is asking about you what is performance testing, you can simply say like here we are nothing but like just checking the application behavior with a particular load in order to determine its speed, scalability, and also how much scalable the application is. Okay, and also one more thing, like whenever you are learning something, okay, so definitely we should know exactly what is the technology and why we need to do that and how we are going to do that and when exactly we are going to start it. Okay, now we are done with something called what. By seeing the word something called performance, we are going to say like, okay, performance testing is here we are going to check the application performance in terms of speed, stable, and scalability. Okay, and when you talk about the very next thing, why we need, I'll simply write PT as performance testing. Okay, so if you're not doing performance testing for any application, definitely like by the end you're going to see some sort of reliability issues. It means suppose let's take if one application is developed and if it is causing issues when the number of users are crossing the limit, suppose if that is applicable only for the 50 users as per its resource, okay, utilization, if the 51st user is trying to log into the application and if he is trying to experience, like if he is trying to navigate or place any order, he is going to see some issues. So that's the reason. So definitely like it is going to improve user experience. If you're not doing this, definitely like at the end it is going to see some sort of issues in the production. So in a simple word, if you want to say in order to see defect free in production. Okay, suppose if okay, Madhu is our client for SBI. So suppose let's take we are all the performance testers and we are working for the SBI application. If we are not gonna to perform like performance testing for SBI application, then we are not at all pretty much sure exactly why it is throwing continuous error, and whenever you are trying to log into that application, it may like keep on like taking very high time to log in. That might be due to n number of reasons. But if you are adding performance testing into the bucket, then definitely we can came to know exactly what is the issue that is causing behind it. So that no more users, whenever they are trying to log in, they are not going to experience such bad experience from the application. So that's the reason why I wrote like improve user experience. And also it is going to give something reliability. So for the continuation. And also the main thing is cost saving. The reason why I say cost saving is like if it is giving any defects in the production, okay, instead of checking the issues or errors in the very end, if you are doing the performance testing from the very beginning, that is going to reduce the total cost for the client, correct? No matter what you are doing into any, like either it might be development phase or into the testing phase, if you are doing from the beginning, then definitely it is going to reduce the cost effect, correct? Agree? Try to be more interactive, guys. Okay, so and if you are not getting my point, please try to stop me. Okay, so I would like you people to learn the sessions along with me. Okay, so I am going to give you the assurance. See, like here we can able to complete the sessions in like 20 within 20 sessions. Okay, suppose today and tomorrow, if you count this as a demo, in the next like 5 weeks, every week we'll be having 4 sessions per day. I mean Saturday and Sunday, Saturday 2 hours and Sunday 2 hours. It means per week we are
So,
having 4 sessions. Okay, so we are going to
Amulya,
complete it
sorry,
in like, yes,
yeah, I have a question.
is
Can
my
I
voice clear? Yes,
proceed?
yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So in general, right? So there are two type of testing. One is functional testing, manual automation, and then non-performance testing is there, correct? So whereas in functional testing is mandatory, we need to do the testing to do validate against the requirements, everything to validate as per the business requirement, then validate, raise a defect, fix, retest, regression, everything is very mandatory. When it comes to performance testing, right? Like there are a couple of examples you mentioned, depends on the application, the user might be use 10 application, 10 users, 20, 30, 50. In
Mm-hmm.
generally, in my view, I might be wrong. Yeah, correct me. So we test the load, scalability, speed, blah, 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 many parameters you do. So that is going to
Yes.
be common across for all the application, irrespective web application, desktop application, anything, .NET,
API.
Java,
Yeah.
everything. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's going to be remain same, all the in terms of that the different options you're going to use for the performance testing. And
Yes.
moreover, you're going to get that the same issue. It doesn't matter what application is a banking application, insurance is going to get the same issue. It might be a peak. It's not going to handle it. The server going to crash, all these things. Is it,
Mm-hmm.
do we really need performance testing in general? What I meant to say, they can increase it, or what you call the performance of server scalability, the storage can be more, and it's more. And how this performance testing make a big difference in terms like generally I know what is the issues causing, right? It's mostly because
Mm-hmm.
of server speed or something code level.
Mm-hmm.
Is it performance testing really mandatory, like how it going to differs, like yeah, that's, I need some more clarity on that one.
Okay. See. Okay. Thanks for your question. See, that's what why we said like why we need performance testing. Suppose like if you are pretty sure that you already like created one application, and if you are pretty sure that application is only limited to yeah company people. Suppose let's take if it is only for the 50 employees, then definitely there is no such thing is mandatory called as performance testing. Okay, but if you are planning to use it globally, okay, if it is crossing like more than like 200 or 500 or whatever it might be the count, and also if you are planning to have some sort of a future expansion in that particular application, then for sure that needs performance testing. See, the reason why that needs is like if you're as I said, if suppose let's take SBA application itself. If that is only applicable for the 50 candidates, I mean 50 users, then like it doesn't mean all the 50 users are gonna to use exactly at 7:50 p.m. IST. Okay, it
Okay, yeah,
completely
yeah.
depends. It completely depends on the user count. If that is limited, then that is not going to give you a very big change. That is also not pretty much needed until and unless like the project or the client demands. But if it is like some sort of e-commerce application or bank,
Sorry, we couldn't hear you.
able to hear me? Able to hear me?
Yeah, yeah, now it's back. Yeah.
Yeah. So as per the future expectations and expansions, as per the sort of the scalability, we also will be checking the scalability as well, right? So we should do the performance testing. So it is going to give you a complete picture like how much stable the application is going to be if it is holding or handling 1,000 users. Is it going to be scalable or not? If it is having the limited resource utilization, either it might be hardware or memory, whatever it might be, whatever the resource utilization we are having now, is that going to apt, or are we going to like improve that as per the user requirement? We will be taking care of each and everything as per the client requirement. Based on that, we can say like, yes, that is needed. Clear?
Yeah, understand. Yeah, thanks.
Okay, fine. And here we know why. Okay, I'll explain why. And this is what. And now, how. So when we talk about the how, so here we will be having in performance testing, we are going to, sorry. Uh, Okay, so when we talk about the performance testing, here we will be defining some goals, and also we will be like exactly like how much response we are ALS, how much response time we are looking in order to do a login functionality, or while doing the payment, or whatever it might be. We'll be discussing about the scenarios in detail in upcoming sessions, and also in order to simulate the load, exactly like how much capable our application is having. Is that going to withstand only 50, or is that going to withstand only 100? Something like that. And also the main thing is here we are going to use something called tools. So in performance testing, we are having multiple tools. LoadRunner, Jmeter, these are most commonly used one, and then Neoload, etc. Okay. So LoadRunner and Neoload are sort of licensed based, whereas Jmeter is completely open source. Okay, and also there is a lot of difference between like you can able to check what is LoadRunner, what is Jmeter, and what is Neoload. But whenever you are doing the performance testing with each and every individual tools, there is no such comparison here, because each and every tool has its own pros and cons. Okay, so the the best part in Neoload is it is completely cost effective. So if I'll write it over here, as it is licensed one, okay, it is going to give you the effective report. All right, like effective results. It is going to give you the best results. And also whenever you are seeing any issues over here within the tool, you can directly able to communicate with the Neoload team, and also you can get the proper resolution for the same, because that is a paid one, which is called licensed one. Okay. And also when you compare the same with the LoadRunner, so it is, I'll write like this. LoadRunner is approximately so the cost is approximately 3 times more than the Neoload. Okay. And also the best thing is you can simply call it as scriptless tool. Okay.
I thought LoadRunner is
So
open
like
source, Malya, initially. Not a-
no, see,
Okay.
LoadRunner is open source means you can able to make use of the trail version, only like you can able to just play and replay, and also it is going to allow only for the 50 users. But if you want to go beyond that, definitely you should purchase the license from the open text. It is not at all
Okay.
open source. Okay.
Okay.
And also like comparatively it is going to be like scriptless too. I'm going to show you the things in detail related to Neoload tomorrow. Okay. So the reason why we called it as scriptless is here it is going to give you a something enhancements called auto correlation and auto parameterization as well. And also like it's a
Sorry to
complete.
disturb. Is it a LoadRunner? Are you speaking LoadRunner is a scriptless or Neoload is a scriptless?
Neoload.
Okay.
So you can't see such sort of complexity. If you are aware of LoadRunner, like whenever you are seeing Neoload, you feel like, oh wow, this is very easy to do script. That is how you feel when you do scripting using Neoload. Okay, so that's the reason why we also called it as scriptless tool. So there will be no much complexities behind that. It is directly going to record each and every like functionality what we navigate in our application, and simply we are going to reflect the same. And also we also have something called auto enhancements called auto correlation and also auto parameterization. But anyhow we will be also learning something called manual correlations as well, but it is also having some sort of big enhancements inbuilt. So you can say like this is completely the updated version of the old tools, whatever we are having. Okay, so how we perform in this sense, here we will be defining some goals and also we are generating some load, and we are having multiple tools based on the requirement. We will be simply creating our tools. And then the next question is when we should perform performance testing. Any idea? Like exactly like when you talk about the performance testing, exactly when you are gonna to do it.
When the build is stable and all the
Exactly.
issues,
Before the
all the
production go
function
application goes
issues
live.
has been fixed.
Exactly.
Sorry.
Yeah, both the options are correct. And okay, so anyhow, whatever might be the thing, anyhow, we will be doing before production only. After production, like we will be checking only when there is a particular issue related to that. Okay. And also, when someone asks when we should performance testing more, like we will be simply adding the things like when the particular development phase is completed. Without completion of development phase, suppose if you take the login functionality, without completion of development phase for the login functionality, you can't able to perform performance testing for that, right? Correct? Am I correct?
Yes,
Without development
yes,
phase,
yes.
are you going to do that? Yeah. So, and also the main thing is the application should be stable. Without the stability, you can't and you are not supposed to do performance testing. So when we talk about the word something called stable, okay, okay, here is my question. Okay, so suppose let's take I'm having two environments. One is lower and the other is higher environment. Lower and higher. Which application is more stable and why? Any idea? Okay, no worries. So when I talk about the lower environments, I can simply say like it comes under either DAO and also manual testing. Either it might be SIT, okay, system integration, or and also DAO. So the reason why we used to call these two environments as lower environments in the sense, so in the DAO phase and also in the SIT phase, they will be keep on like doing the trial and error methods in that particular functionality. So whenever they develop something called login functionality from the developer, the same code will be deployed to SIT environments. So that manual testers are gonna to check in the SIT or SIT1, SIT2 or whatever the environment they are using. Okay, whenever they feel that complete like the complete functionality is fine and stable, then only they are gonna to push the code to higher environment, which is called, suppose let's take UAT environment, user acceptance testing, or else something called perf environment, or else in few they will be called it as staging, STAGANG, staging environment. So here they will just simply name the environments as per their legacy. Either it might be UAT or perf or staging or whatever it might be. So if you consider like the environment is higher in the sense, here you will be finding more stability. But if you're having enough time, okay, if you're having enough time, you can also try to make use of the lower environments in order to just check your scripting activities, just to check the complexity, whether you can able to record the script or not, whether you can able to do or whether you can able to like see each and everything to that particular functionality in detail, or whether if any of the call whatever you are seeing is that going to be like causing any issue or sorting of giving any complexity, everything. But most probably, like if someone is going to ask you to do the performance testing in lower environment, you can simply say like, being a performance tester, we will be like working on higher environments. Because sometimes in most of the cases, suppose let's take if you do scripting in lower environment, suppose if you do 10 scripts here and you simply like created all the scripts, and also you performed a sort of sanity test just to check each and everything is ready as per your scripts or not, and then you did some sort of smoke test, which is sanity or whatever it might be, and yeah, you said like you are good to go with higher environment. So whenever they push the code to higher environment, those all might need rework because of the code change. The reason is in lower environment we will be having less stability. It means the code will keep on changing as per the developer requirement, because they will be like keep on doing sort of trial and error methods while developing any functionality. So if you want to check only for your purpose, and if you're having enough time, then make use of lower environment. And don't think like whatever the scripts you created in lower environment is gonna to work 100% in higher environment. That completely depends. That might need rework. Suppose if it is taking like around 2 weeks, okay, and if you want to work in higher environment, definitely that is going to take bit less, because whatever the scripts you are having, you are already aware, but there might be a changes in AR scripts which needs to rework. Okay, so these are the things. So if in a short line, the performance testing, what is performance testing is, here we are going to check the application behavior with the peak load. Load is nothing but users. Okay, here we are going to check the speed of the application, how speed it is working, how much stable it is, and how much scalable it is, and why we need it in order to see defect free in production. Whereas it is going to improve the user experience, and also it is going to maintain reliability, and also it is going to give us cost saving. Cost saving in the sense, if there is no defects in the production, then definitely it is going to be like cost saving for the client. And how we are going to perform it. So we are going to simply define like, okay, this functionality should be within the 3 seconds or 2 seconds, and it should going to handle like 10 users or 20 users or 30, whatever might be the count. And by using some tools related to performance testing, we are going to create the script, and then we are going to enhance this script, and then we will be executing it. When we should start it? Okay, when the development phase is completed, and also when the application is stable, then we can say like, yes, we are good to quick start the performance testing activities. And when we talk about PT activities, and life cycle. The very first activity in performance testing is gathering non-functional requirement, NFR, non-functional requirement. And then whatever the requirements you are gathering, you are simply going to write each and everything in a one document as a legal agreement, which is called test plan. And then here you are going to start the next third step as scripting. Whatever the scripts you performed in the third step, here you'll be executing that, and then you're going to analyze the report whatever you received from execution. If that is as per the SLA, then we will be simply select good to sign off. If results met SLA. SLA means service level agreement. I'll tell each and everything in detail. Okay. If there is any variations, then definitely we will go for regression until it met SLA. It means like if you are seeing any changes, suppose if one of the functionality is taking or consuming very high time, then definitely we are going to bug it, like debug it, and we will be like taking screenshots by using any of the tools, related tools, and we will be sharing that to any infra or related the dev team, and then they are going to do their activities, and they will simply say like, yes Amulya, we did the changes in that particular code, could you please try to reheat the same. Then again we will be doing the same, we are going to execute the same test suite, which is called regression. So in like here we are going to repeat the same test until the values met SLA. SLA means service level agreement. So in SLA, like the client is going to give like, okay, for launch 2 seconds, login 3 seconds, payment 5 seconds, placing order 2 seconds, something like that. We'll be having all the values in that particular document as a part of SLA. This is performance
Amulya,
testing
I have a
lifecycle.
question. Sorry.
Yes.
Regarding you mentioned gathering non-functional requirement test plans. Those requirement like performance team member need to do, or from the project team they will do as a generic?
See, PT activities in the sense, what are all the things we are having here that should be done from the performance test engineer. So if you got allocated to performance testing project in the sense, definitely you should be capable of doing the very first step, which is gathering NFR. You should be connecting to the client and taking all the requirements. Okay. And then what are all
Whom
the
we need to
requirements
connect with
you
the
gathered?
project team or business or the developer?
No, we are going to check the things with client and also business analyst.
With
Okay.
business
So
and okay.
Analyst. So here for each and every organization, there will be a standard template for gathering NFR or test plan. We'll be having a standard template. Okay, I'm going to give you the detailed explanation, like we'll go with the minimum of 15 to 20 points in NFR and also minimum of 10 to 15 points in test plan, which is very commonly applicable in each and every organization. Okay.
Requirements will be gathered by business analyst.
Sorry, Adarsh?
Requirements will be gathered by business analyst only, right?
No, that should be gathered from our end. But who is going to be responsible for each and everything for NFR in the sense? We need to connect with business analyst and also the client. And also in few cases, we might get the information from the dev team. But that is very few. You don't get confused. So we are also having that particular document. Okay, we will be discussing that in detail. I'm going to show you, like, suppose let's take, suppose Teams. Okay, or suppose let's take, okay, let me, anyhow we have how more minutes, 20 minutes, right? Okay, let's discuss the next 10 minutes with the NFR. Okay, suppose NFR is non-functional requirement. Okay, I'll just go with the application name as IRCTC. And okay, suppose, okay, I'm the manager and Madhusudan is working as performance tester. So I just asked him to gather the requirements for application called IRCTC. So whenever you are testing any application, what is your prerequisite? No worries.
For
Even that is
performance testing,
yes, yes. Even though if you are not aware, that is totally fine. Just try to give it a try. So when we talk about anything, suppose let's take whenever we are preparing one curry. So definitely we
okay.
will be like taking care of all the ingredients and we will be like adding one by one, right? So in the same way, so like when we talk about any application, what all needed?
Environment.
So we'll be knowing the release timelines first, right?
Uh,
And then
okay,
the
okay,
recommend
fine,
should be,
whatever it might be. Release
yeah,
timelines, okay.
the recommend need to be finalized firstly,
What is that?
and the recommends for the IRTC project, right?
Okay, recommendations. Is
Not
that what you're trying to
recommendation,
say?
requirements, business
Requirement.
requirement,
Okay, okay, fine,
right?
fine.
To build
Okay,
that application,
requirement means what exactly you're saying?
it's say for example, the IRTC they want to do some enhancement, right? Something additional tab they want to introduce. So we need
Okay,
as a means
additional
that should
tab.
be a
Okay,
precondition for
whatever
the
it might be.
development team. Yeah, that will be a precondition
Okay,
for
okay.
development team.
Mm, mm, mm,
So that need to
mm,
be
mm,
completed.
mm,
Further, that the build should be stable. It
mm.
functional testing should be completed, signed off.
Okay,
Yeah, and
okay,
then it should be tested in the lower environment. It can be given to the performance in the UAT environment or staging environment,
okay.
right?
Mm-hmm,
And in the staging environment, we also
mm-hmm.
need to instruct them, not a business users or tester need to log in during the performance testing. It might impact our results, right? So that we
Okay,
need to
I'll simply write
tell
it
them,
as batch process so that like
yeah,
whenever they are doing any maintenance sort of things, they'll let us know the timing so that we won't touch or we won't perform any activities, testing activities during that period. Okay, good.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Since you mentioned IRTC website, so we'll be asking the customers, the
Haha.
team, and telling what is
Mm-hmm.
the users initially they want to start with the 1020 accordingly. So we need to plan our script and do the data setup if required, and then further to that from the more of the technical point, the PT we need to do it. Yeah, that's what I don't know. I'm not sure what tests need to be done in the performance testing. I'm not sure. Yeah. We couldn't hear you Aman, if you're speaking.
I think she might have the network issue. Maybe I also am not getting the
Ye-
emails.
yes. We'll wait.
Yeah, I think so.
Sorry, I was speaking on mute. Able to hear me?
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
we can
I
hear you
don't
now.
see any issues. Like even while you guys are speaking, I can able to hear you properly. I don't have any issue. Okay, fine. Okay, so this is as per your knowledge, right? Okay. So when someone is
Your
gonna
screen
to
was not sharing. Yeah, it
okay,
got
sorry,
stopped.
Haha, fine, fine. Thank you. Thanks for letting me know. Let me know once it is up.
Yes,
Is it
yes,
up?
Yeah, it's visible. Yeah, it's
Okay,
visible.
okay. Yeah. Thanks for your inputs. And yeah, being a performance tester, if someone is asking us to go with NFR document, and also like so far I interviewed n number of people. Okay, so being an interviewer, so what I'm going to expect from you people is like, so like there will be a minimum of 7 to 10 in my mind being an interviewer. Okay, so the very first and foremost thing is, first we need to check whether the application is newly developed one or existing. See, whenever you are connecting with your client, you should check whether that is totally new or that is already existing. Correct? Is that valid?
Yes.
yes.
Yeah. So keep that in mind. So this is the first and foremost thing. So if it is already existing, then we will ask like whether they will be having production logs. If it is totally new, then we can suggest okay. So they will simply ask us. So we don't have any like approximations, or we don't have anything in our mind, Amulya. So you are a performance tester, right? So you should suggest me like what are all needs to be checked. I'm having only the application ready in my hands, and I don't have any exposure towards IT sector. I will be just playing as a sleeping partner in this. Okay. So you are the one who is gonna to take care of each and everything, being a performance tester. So you should check with the standard values, and you should like connect with the related team.
Hello, is anyone getting the voice? Sir.
No, again, I think we lost.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry guys. It seems I'm having very bad weather outside, so that's the reason I'm not having the proper internet connection. It seems to be raining. Able to
Yeah,
hear
no.
me now? Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Sorry for that. So tomorrow I'm going to have the proper backup as well. Okay. So sorry for the issue which caused today. Okay.
No problem.
So first and very foremost thing is like I'm going to check whether the application is new or existing. So based on that, like I'll be providing the started like standard values. I'm also going to share the standard values list as well, and then I'm going to ask from which technology the development is happened. Is that
Sorry,
from
can you please
Java?
share your screen? Actually, I'm
I'm
not able.
sorry, sorry,
Yeah,
sorry, sorry.
no.
I'm also going to check like whether the application is like developed using the Java or JavaScript or Python or .NET or whatever it might be. Okay. Voice is clear, right?
Yes, yes, we can hear you.
Okay, okay. I'm not sure because it seems to be connectivity issue. So that's the reason I got faced whether I'm not sure whether you are able to hear me or not. Okay, fine. And also, I'm gonna to ask the test data details. If you are simply going and checking IRCTC with particular, okay, as Madhu said, he will be adding something called load, and also like the client said, like they are looking for 100 users. Okay, so if I am giving simply like test 01, test 02, test 03 till test 100, it doesn't mean whatever the test data I'm using for my script that is going to work, correct? Whatever the data you are planning to work, that all should be having the proper access as well. So if we are simply adding Madhu 01 in our script for IRCTC application and 1234 as a password, definitely it is going to throw error saying like incorrect credentials because that is not yet even registered and that is not having proper access in my higher environment, which is UAT. So we will be checking that as well. Okay, and also we need to check the environment details, in which environment they are planning to do that, and also in which tool they are planning to do. Is that LoadRunner or Jmeter or Neoload? And also we need to ask like whether they are having any APM tool which is integrated, application performance monitoring tool. Okay, and also exactly at what time they will be having the batch process, so that we won't be touching that or doing any test activities during that particular period. Okay, so as per this we are having like a minimum of 15 to 20 as per the organization template. Okay, so tomorrow I am going to share you each and like every step in detail. Okay, so tomorrow we are going to cover NFR, and then if time permits I'll check with the test plan. But tomorrow as a part of demo I'm going to show you exactly how the Neoload looks, and also I'll go with simple like sort of script and replay, record and replay for any one of the application. Okay, so in Neoload you are going to learn something called end-to-end scripting using UI application, and also you are going to learn API as API as well. So could you please be on mute? I'm getting some noise. Okay, so by end of the session you are ready to do scripting for your UI applications and also APIs as well. Okay, so before we close I'm going to show you what are all the topics we are going to cover. So we are going to check what is performance testing lifecycle, how many different types of performance testings we have. It is load, stress, endurance, scalability, volume. I'm going to give you the detailed explanation for each and everything. Okay, and also Neoload introduction, how we are going to set up it. I'm going to help you with the installation part. Okay, so once you install, installation done, then only we are going to do the next step, which is called scripting. Okay, so in the next anyhow tomorrow we are going to like start the Neoload, right? I'm going to help you with that, and then I'm expecting you people to be ready with your systems from the very next week, so that we are going to start the installation. Okay, in Neoload, whereas in LoadRunner we used to call it as scripts, here we used to call it as a user paths. Population is nothing but the place where we are going to create a scenario. In LR, LoadRunner will be called it as scenario. Here it is called population. So here itself we will be having something called internal monitoring. So we are also going to add what are all the metrics that needs to be monitored during the execution. So here we will be checking with Neoload recording and also checking the user path and something called parameterization. Okay, so if you want to check with 10 user credentials for IRCTC, it doesn't mean we should record 10 scripts with Madhusudan name and Safina and also Narayana or Adarsh. So we are going to use one script for 10 users. So what I'm going to do is like wherever I see something called username, in that place I'm going to add 10 data. 10 data. That is called parameterization. So in the same username, I am going to add what are all the required inputs I am having as a part of test data. I'm going to use a simple concept here, which is called parameterization. So that I am going to check whether all the data, whatever I am having, is going to reflect or not in a proper way or not. Okay, so in the parameterization, we are having something called different ways: counter, list, file, data, random integers, string, current date. So we are having multiple, and correlation. So when we talk about the correlation, suppose let's take if you are trying to log in SBI application. Okay, if suppose Safina is trying to log in, she will be getting that OTP. I simply recorded that particular script. If I want to run the same script for Madhusudan or Narayana or Adarsh and some other else, definitely the other people are not expecting the same OTP, correct? See, we are having like around 11 people here, so that I am going to expect 11 different and unique OTPs, correct? Which is getting generated from the server. Am I correct? Are you going to use the same OTP? No, right? That is called, whenever you are seeing such a sort of dynamic data, there comes correlation, and also the dynamic data that is getting generated from the server. Okay, most of the people are getting confused between the parameterization and correlation. So here we are going to like giving the proper and detailed explanation. By seeing the application, you are going to say like, yes, that is related to correlation and this is related to parameterization. Okay, and validation. Validation is like if you are simply running any script and if it is giving something called green tick saying like, okay, everything is passed, it doesn't mean that your script is working fine. Okay, so even like if you are not doing any proper enhancements in your script, you might see something with tick mark saying your script is getting passed. If you are not adding validation in the sense, that might not reach the server properly. So that's the reason why we should use something called validation. Validation means if suppose in the login page you are having, anyhow in each and every login page you are having username and also password. Here I am going to use something called validation as a sort of text check. Text, it is used to call the text check or verification points in LoadRunner and assertions in Jmeter, if you are aware of that. Okay, so it is going to check the data in runtime. It means I'll simply add checkpoint, which is called validation text, to check login or user logged successfully. I'm going to simply add this text. So it doesn't mean each and every application login page is gonna to throw the same error. It completely depends on the application. So what I'm gonna do is like I'm gonna to log into IRCTC application and I'm gonna to take that particular response in login page and I'm gonna to simply add that. So if this validation is getting passed in the sense, okay, whatever the data I'm giving for the Safina is able to log in successfully and Narayana is able to log in successfully. In the same way, Adarsh and AT and all the remaining candidates. So that's the reason why definitely we should add validation. No matter what you are using, which performance testing, only 3 enhancements are pretty much needed. One is correlation, other is parameterization, and the third is validation. So wherever you see that something related to, suppose let me simply go with OTP. I'll give the detailed explanation later. Parameterization, login data. I'll simply add it as checkpoint. So these three things are pretty much needed. If you are simply adding this, then only you can say like that your script is good to go. So after that, we are having something with the Neoload runtime. In validation, you can either check with response or duration, content length. I'll show each and everything in detail. In runtime, we will be gonna to design the scenario where we will be having multiple things. And execution, we are gonna to see graphs, errors, alerts, and all the remaining. We are gonna to schedule a test as well, and we are also gonna to check the results and also the SLA profiles and preferences, introduction, dashboard, report, and also interview questions, Neoload actions, and question and answers related to interviews. We will be I'm pretty sure by end of your sessions, you are gonna to grab each and every corner of the Neoload in detail.
Hi, Amalya.
Okay?
Yes.
Yes.
Are we
Yes, Mohan.
covering as a software as a service or only as a desktop application?
So we are going to give it like UI and also like APIs as well. API
No.
plus UI.
No.
I think web. Your voice
Neoload
seems
came as a
to
software as a service.
be,
No?
your voice is bit breaking, Mohan.
We have different types of license, no? Web
Yes,
license
yes.
and software as a
Are you talking
SaaS.
about SaaS? Yes, yes. Yeah, yeah. We are going
Are we
to
covering
like,
that?
yes, 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 yes.
Okay. Okay.
Able to hear me? Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, both SaaS. Yeah, we are going to cover this as well. I'm going to help you like how exactly we are going to add the license from the SaaS as well. And also I'm going to show how that looks while doing our execution as well.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
And the other thing, what are the protocols that Neoload supports?
So like it is going to be like, I'm going to show you. So here itself you'll be having, able to see my screen?
No.
What is the difference between LoadRunner and Neoload?
Sorry? Able to see my screen, Mohan?
Yes, yes. Now
Yeah, here you can able to see these things. Right? When you click on record, it is going to show like web protocol, SAP, Citrix, and real browser. So mostly like 90% will be using web. So in our sessions, we are going to cover web and also the API. Okay, web and API. It means like web HTTP and also the API protocol. Okay.
It doesn't support the JDBC protocol here.
No, so far we are having only the integration with these things.
Okay.
Okay, you can able to add that as a part of particular different request, but there is no such different protocol here, just like other tools.
Okay. So apart from this, is there any OS sampler supports the Neoload?
Oh, sorry, come again.
As such, like Jmeter, right? So OS sampler supports all
No,
PowerShell
no,
script.
no, 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 no. Here we can able to add something called bean shell or whatever, like a JavaScript or wherever it required. Just like there will be called it as bean shell, right? Here you can simply able to add JavaScript as a part of customizations to your script under actions. PowerShell, nothing such integrations is integrated into our Neoload so far.
Okay, those are limitations. Okay.
Yeah, yes, yes, yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, tomorrow we are going to discuss about the very first step in our performance testing activities, which is NFR, and then I'm going to help you with Neoload. And I'll just take 2 more minutes. So I would suggest you people to share me your numbers in the chat box so that I'll just give this to the team so that they'll. Yeah, if no questions, so please try to drop your mobile numbers.
Amulya, after the session, can you please stay back 2 minutes? I have some few queries to
Yeah.
discuss, Amulya.
Sure, madam.
You want the mobile number to be updated here?
Yes. Because many people are complaining like they are not getting the proper information exactly when we are starting and everything. And also team is also feeling bit difficulty to connect. So that's the reason. Yeah, Madhusudan, Ashutosh, Safina, others. I'll just simply stop this sharing. Yeah, feel free to add it. Sorry. Yeah. If no questions, feel free to drop out. We'll connect tomorrow at same time, like 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. IST. Okay. So we'll connect and discuss the remaining topic tomorrow. Okay. Yeah. Thanks for your time, guys. Thank you. Have a nice day. Happy weekend.
Thank you.
Yep. Thank you. Yes, for sure. You'll be getting the recording as well, Marcus, which is of lifetime access. You can able to make use of the same things whenever you require. Yeah. Okay. Bye. Yeah. Yeah. Safina and Adesh, if you don't have any questions, feel free to drop out. Okay, guys. Thank you.